My memory dates back to the brutal cold-blooded murder of Sudipta Gupta a year back when the same TMC government, when they were protesting for inner campus democracy, killed Sudipta Gupta, who was protesting for democracy in the campus. The government there is just literally trying to use the police as a gundas or of the TMC government, which is very bad. And as students of IIT Bombay, we stand shoulder in shoulder with the students of Jadavpur University who have been trying to put finger at the TMC government and at the VC and at the people who have been trying to cover the sexual molestation case of the person, of the victim. So we stand in solidarity with you.
It is the responsibility of every institution to safeguard its people. So if the TMC government is in power today, it has its responsibility that it should be able to protect the rights and freedom of its people. This is not just a question of state oppression, but at another level it's also a question of cultural oppression. A woman has been molested by a group of people and the state chooses to remain quiet. Not just the state, the institution, the university chooses to remain quiet. In their quietness, they are complicit with the molesters. At least what the student deserves is a fair investigation, a fair trial. After that, the state can come in and take its procedures, take its stance on what is right or what is not right. But before that process has happened, to just barge in and beat up students is not how any institution can do it.
On behalf of Progressive and Democratic Student Collectives of IIT Bombay, we stand shoulder to shoulder to our Jadavpur University comrades. We strongly condemn the police brutal attack on them, and as a fellow students, fellow members of the peer group, we hereby declare that we are with you, my Jadavpur brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us. We shall overcome.
So what has happened in the last 2 days in Jadavpur University is sort of an indication of the fact that we as a society are not allowing dissent, not allowing people to even protest about stuff they believe in. So how can we talk about us being the largest democracy in the world? Like it's sort of ironical that we don't stand up for something which has happened, some wrong which has happened, and we at Sathi highly condemn it, and we sort of go against the legacy from which this nation was born 68 years ago. And peaceful protests are the spirit in which India has achieved its independence. And if we don't allow people to assemble and peacefully protest, then we are sort of going against the very ethos this nation was born with.
What I want to say is that as an alumnus of Jadavpur University, I want to give congratulations to you that you are protesting amidst the brutal attacks that you are facing from the state and the police. Like the culture of Jadavpur University has been to stand in solidarity for the people, for the students and their rights. And this has happened long back also when I was there in Jadavpur University back in 2005. There had been also peaceful protests and police had come and lathi charged the protesters. And believe me, like the state has, this is the last card that they would play, the police and the gundas, but this would not diminish our spirits. The student spirit would rule and overpower all the state atrocities that are involved to quash them. So just carry on with your spirit, and we shall overcome.
Just like IIT Bombay, IIT KGP tried to do this kind of a peaceful and silent march today itself, but they are denied by the Dean of Student Affairs of IIT KGP, and I regret to say that dosas of IIT KGP's remark is something like this, that I, quote unquote, I quote, I, dosa of IIT KGP, fully supports the police brutal attack on the student.
Shame!
he didn't use that brutal word. He said the police action on the students. And again I start the quoting. And that's why JU and BESU is JU and BESU, and IIT KGP is IIT KGP. We have a heritage that is my that is my feelings. That is IIT KGP's feelings. Try to honor that feeling. I don't know what he meant by the feelings or the heritage of IIT KGP, and I don't know what is going to be harmful if a student of or a IIT KGP students do such kind of a peaceful and meaningful march to oppose the state atrocity, to oppose the police atrocity. I don't know what he meant, but really thankful to IIT Bombay, you guys, IIT students, and I'm really proud to say that IIT Bombay again proves that it has still a human in us. We shall overcome. Thank you for coming.